Cup Abode. This is Ludmilla. In my little kitchen, we only make low-carb, grain-free and wholesome foods. If this sounds good to you, make sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button. I'm excited about today's recipe because we're going to make keto cheese rolls. Cheese rolls, cheese buns, also known as Käsebrötchen in Germany, were my favorite snack in school as a child. You can really find them in any bakery in Germany. They're really soft buns with a nice melted crunchy cheese layer on top. And today we will make the low-carb grain-free version. And they will still be nice and soft on the inside with a crunchy cheese layer on top. So if you're from Germany, make sure to try out this recipe and let me know if you think it resembles the original Käsebrötchen. We're going to start off by mixing together our wet ingredients. You will need 2 eggs, a 1/4 cup of olive oil, a 1/3 cup of almond milk, and 1/4 cup of full-fat Greek yogurt. And now just whisk until smooth. Okay, let's set this aside and combine our dry ingredients. We're making these cheese rolls with almond flour, so I'm going to use 1½ cups of blanched almond flour, 1½ tablespoons of psyllium husk powder, and I'm also using 1½ teaspoons of xanthan gum. And in case you haven't heard of this ingredient before, xanthan gum is a low-carb ingredient and it's often used as a thickening agent. And in keto breads or baked goods, it kind of resembles the properties that we know from gluten. So it's perfect for grain-free baked goods. And I'm also adding 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And just whisk to combine. And since we're making cheese bread rolls, of course we need cheese. Now, my favorite cheese for this recipe is Gouda. I just like its nutty flavor and it melts really well. But you could also use cheddar if you prefer. So let's go ahead and shred this. We need 1 cup of shredded cheese. This looks good. Let's now go ahead and add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. And whisk this up. And also add our cup of shredded cheese. So this is our dough for our bread rolls, and we just need to let it sit now for 5 minutes so the psyllium husk powder can absorb some of the moisture. Now as you can see, the dough looks much drier now and is ready now to be shaped into bread rolls. Because this dough is a little sticky, I'm going to use wet hands to shape them into bread rolls. One recipe makes 6 large bread rolls. So all we got left now is our egg wash, and for this you need to whisk together 1 tablespoon of almond milk and 1 egg yolk. And just brush each roll with some of that egg wash. And now I have another ½ cup of shredded Gouda here, and I will sprinkle my cheese rolls with it. And as you can see, I'm sticking some of that Gouda to the sides as well. It's baking time. I preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and I will bake the rolls for about 25 minutes until the tops look golden brown. Make your own sugar-free sweet tea. I know I get bored of drinking water all the time, and especially in the summer I just crave a sweet cold drink. So what I like to do is fill up a huge jug with tea, whether it's black tea or mint tea, maybe something fancy like rose petal tea. Add ice cubes, and then I add a few drops of liquid stevia like this one. And I love stevia because it combines really well with water, and it is keto friendly and a natural sweetener. So go ahead and make your own sweet tea. Now take a look at the baked rolls. They look so yummy. They have a nice golden brown top. They feel very soft and risen beautifully. Let's see what it looks like from the inside. Oh. Well, I got to try them. After all, they were my favorite snack. Brings me right back to my childhood. They're so good. Guys, you've got to try them out. They don't taste low carb at all. They're so fluffy and cheesy, just amazing. Thank you so much for watching. But before you go, I got a request for you. Is there a recipe you would like to see a low carb version of? Whether it's a dessert, a breakfast, a snack, something that you crave from your high carb past that you would like to see keto-fied. If so, make sure to comment below. I will read all the comments, and maybe it's something I can make happen for you in the future.